Hi, it's about time to make a video, and today we are talking about Beauty Bay. So, it was my birthday and I got a bunch of really nice items, mostly highlighters, and there was also a 3 for 2 sale going on. Alrighty, first we have this Living My Best Light highlighter palette, and this I think is the Brilliance one. So it's the Strobe and Glow with these 4 ultra bright cold brown toned highlight shades with an out of this world holographic glow. And when you look at it on the site, this one looks kind of like glittery, and it even looks glittery here. And I thought it was gonna be, I can't. It's so pretty, and it's very textured. Ooh, look at the mirror. Ooh, look at my dad. And just like it picks up really nice. Like I'm even just gonna show you here. What is that? What? Oh, I can't. And it's so shiny. It literally can't handle the light. That's how shiny it is. Okay, so we've got the shade Strobe, Charmed, Radiant, and Shine Bright. Shine Bright was the one I just swatched. Let's get into this Boogie Woogie Town. Okay, so here is the first, here is the second, and here is the third, and this is after just lightly tapping them, and they look very glimmery. They remind me a lot of the Stonewall Super Shock from the 25L palette from Morphe in Love. And also, look how tiny my fingers are without nails. They're so small. Like, whose fingers are this small? I have no nails on. I can't do nails right now. I was violently attacked by a box, and I sadly lost 4 nails in one day, which has never ever happened to me, especially considering that I did 2 truck shipments to the store. Nothing, no lifting, no nothing. A box was what defeated me. A box with hangers in it. Not even a lot of hangers. Why? I actually have a much higher difference in person, because this one kind of has like a rainbowy effect. This one's definitely a gold, and then this one's kind of like a gold silver. This looks exactly like the glitter from the 25L. And then there is the Living My Best Light Delicate version. The packaging is also very reflective. I don't know if you can tell how reflective it is. Extremely. But what I noticed is this has like a label printed on it. For some reason the other one didn't, and it makes me a little nervous. This one did not have the label, completely smooth. So it says for the best results use a sponge or your fingers to apply it, but I've never applied a powder with like a sponge. Not even, there's only one time I've ever done it, as because I was trying to be like the Insta hose. So we've got Graceful Glow, which is very fitting for me. We have Dazzle, Precious, which very fitting for me. I am precious, I'm a princess. And then First Light, which is a duochrome. And it's so pretty. I swatched it earlier and I just was dying. So I'm kind of having to switch it up a little bit because it's late at night. So I'm going in with all the highlights and swatching them. And the first one I'm showing here is Glaze. And then I'm going to be showing you, I think, Beam. Nope, that's Flash. And then the next one should be Beam. This one, it actually is very small. It only comes with like 3 grams of product, which I wasn't expecting. But they all are very shiny. And they all have very thin components, which I was unexpecting. And then I'm going in with Flash on my arm. I'm sorry if the lighting's a little weird, because we're in the process of moving, and well, I can't really set things up properly, and I did not want to wait. No sir, no ma'am. And then here I'm just going with the shade Glaze. You can see the other one that's just so blinding. This one is blinding as well, but it's a little bit more glittery rather than just a straight, finely milled powder. Even looking at it, it's just, oh, I love it. And I'm going in with Beam, which I'm going to do on the outer part. And this is much more warm tone. It's kind of glittery and finely milled at the same time. And it's so blinding. And this is here again on my inner wrist. And I gotta zoom that shit in. Okay, next we have this blusher, and I got this in the shade Cosmo because I thought it was just such a big, bright color. And this comes with 6.5 grams of product. That's also a 2.3 ounce, not 0.23 ounces, my mistake. And this is gluten-free and all that. I love how they do their logos and stuff. I wish there was a mirror in here, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And this reminds me of the Skin Aura from Sigma, actually. And I got it in a pretty ooh. She said pigment. And I got it in a pretty similar shade. Where do I want to do this? Here? Let's see. So that's just swiping it, and it is pigmented. Let's see how well it blends. So with my finger, it's not blending too well. Hopefully that wouldn't happen with like a brush. It is shearing out, but I feel like it's not blending because I've also been rubbing it here and it's not really changing much up there, as you can see. So it definitely is gonna do what it's gonna do. I did a little hard swipe and it came off. And let's see this on the face. Alrighty, so we are back at the face. I actually have zero face makeup on, so you can kind of see my tear trails right here. We're gonna act like they're not here because my skin is clearing up. Excuse me, Miss Ma'am. Like, look at this, no face makeup. But I think what would be most fitting for this look would be go into Beam. I think, I don't know. It's pretty similar to the inner corner highlight, which is Firefly from, no, Wildfire from Makeup Geek. And I'm just going with this cheapo fan brush. And I'm not gonna use a mirror because I never use a mirror. In fact, wait, never mind, I lied. I am gonna use a mirror, and the pink one because I like pink. Okay, let's go. Ooh. You made a touchdown? Ooh. Oh dear. It is extremely pigmented. You can't tell on camera because I'm already pretty glowy. But this has done a lot. In person, it looks like New York. That is a lot going on. I might have to take a picture of that. Give me 1 second. But yeah, that is officially a highlight. That was intense. And I'm gonna actually go in with glaze too. This is more of a pinky toned highlight. I've been hearing a lot of people, they like the Beam and they like the glaze. This one picks up a really easy, super easy. Let's see it on this side. I'm also gonna go in with that blusher. Ooh. Oh my god. This is proof that there is a higher power. Oh my. Can you see that? And this, oh my god. And apparently this is very, very cheap. But I'm not a narcissist, I swear. I'm just fascinated with this lighting. It is literally just, and in person it's even prettier. I can't. I think I actually like this better than the one that everyone. I can't. I look wet. My skin looks wet. I look like a dolphin. I love it. I'm sorry. I just keep having to look at myself in the viewfinder because I can't. I'm in love. Oh, this is a wonderful birthday present. You know, since we're being extra, we might as well go into First Light from that one palette, that duochrome one. This one actually, when you look at it in the pan, it is not shiny. All the other ones are pretty shiny in the pan, but this one is kind of... And then this one is kind of matted out unless it's kind of like pressed up here in the corner. On my finger, it's kind of shiny. Let's see what it looks like on the hand. Ooh, on the hand, I am liking it. It looks like a lighter version of this in here. Let's just pick that up on the finger. We'll do a little nose holla. Ooh. Ooh. I do not like that on the nose because you got a pink and you got an orange and kind of like a gold. So we're just gonna start over. We're gonna go in with Precious because I'm a precious little princess. That's a lot. That's very, very silver. And I like to apply my nose highlight with my finger because my finger is the same size as my tip of my nose. And I don't like getting highlighter on my brushes because once you get it on there, it never comes off. Which I'm fine with because I love the glow. I love the shimmer, but sometimes I can't. And then out of habit, I just put that on my chin. Ooh, wait, we've got a low cut shirt. Let's do the collarbone. We'll go in with Dazzle, which is that top shade. Let's see how it's looking. Oh, it's not looking. Wow, okay. Well, I've never actually, I don't own anything from Reveiw, so being disappointed in this is not too much of a sadness because everything else was, you know. This kind of just looks like I just put a little bit of microfine glitter on here. Nothing too exciting. Let's get into the blusher. Okay, so I just am using my Shine Bee blush brush, which I love. Like, Shine Bee, please send me like 3, please. I went in on this side with that, but I think this is too cool a blush for this look that I have on. If I had like purple eyeshadow or pink eyeshadow, it would look a lot more cohesive. But I'm actually just gently, I'm literally so gently, I don't know if you can see how gently, you can see that the fibers aren't even bending. That's how gently I'm tapping into here. And look how much product is on there. I'm in love. Have my wallet. Take it. Just take it. Here, for you. Take it. So, I don't know if you can see from this angle, but you see right here, directly under this highlight where my bone's kind of poking out, that's where I'm going to put some blush. And I like to just gently tap to just get a little bit of diffusion of product. And then we'll do a little swirly swirl. And I like to bring mine to the front of my face because I have a very long face. I have an extremely long face. Like, you wouldn't think it just looking at me, but I got a long face. Real long face. And I just like to put it on like that. And sometimes I make that face just because my eye bugs me. And it's uneven. So I have to fix this off camera. Bye. Okay, so I went in and evened that out. And the tone of it with this look, not a vibe right now. I also did get another blush too. So when this came out, it sold out fairly quickly. So when I saw it on Beauty Day, I saw it on Beauty Bay about like a week or so after it came out. I was like, it's not sold out yet? Give it to me. And so I got this in the shade You Had Me at First Blush because, so sweet. So it's a buildable gel cream pigment that dabs into the skin to create a healthy, radiant flush of color. Apply to the apples of the cheeks and softly down the bridge of the nose to achieve a natural sun-kissed look. Sun-kissed on me looks a little different, but we love a neon pink blush. Just not with this eye look. I'm sorry. A hooker's green with light blue eyeliner does not work with pinky pink neon blush. That took me a minute to open, so let me pull this out the box. Not me being a weirdo. Feed the board. I also got the Bright Matte 9 palette because I wanted to get the 42, but I've never tried their shadows, so obviously I'm not gonna get the 42. Should have gotten it when it was on sale for $10, but we ain't gonna talk about that at all, whatsoever, at all. Alrighty, and then it says it's a compact eyeshadow palette containing the absolute most essential matte shades you need to create a bright, standout eye look. With 9 shades for lid, crease, and liner. Liner? What? That can be used on their own or blend together. The Bright Matte 9 color palette contains everything you need to build multiple looks that range from soft, subtle, to bold, and eye-catching. Better yet, you can use these shades to add color to looks built from your other eyeshadow palettes. That's the best I've ever read anything in my life. It comes with a lot of bubble wrap. It comes with 2 layers of bubble wrap. And I'm sorry, I can't wait. I'm excited. And it's pink and I can't. Also, we bought a house. I've probably talked about it in 4 videos that I still haven't uploaded because, you know, question. But we painted my room Limoncello, and it's a shade of pink that's this shade. And I'm so excited. I took a couple of photos the day we painted it, and I'm so excited. I keep making ugly faces because I'm having severe anxiety, so I can't actually smile. So if I'm making like this face, this is me trying to smile, but my anxiety isn't letting me. Alright, so this is the matte bitch. My mother would have put me in the grave. This palette is really trying me today. So we have, I can throw you in the garbage. Don't play with me. So we have these 9 shades. We've got Coconut Crush, Pinky Promise, Make Them Wink, which I'm living for, Hello Sunshine, which is the only yellow they have in like all the palettes, because I was gonna buy the Bright Matte and the Bright 42 palette, but Hello Sunshine was in both, and like half the colors were duplicates, so I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking buy both. I wouldn't do that. And then we have Heat Wave, Carpe Diem, what's the purple? Purple Rain, Pacific Dreams, which is the blue, and Jaded, which is not a very jade green. But they look so strong in the palette. I'm sorry, I have to sniff all my products because I'm that kind of person. I really am. On the subject of sniffing, look, it's kind of like matted out. Let's do a swipe test. This is gonna be... I mean, it didn't pass the swipe test, but who... Oh... Well, I mean, it can still get really blended out, so... I mean, if you're not wearing it for too long, go for it, babes. And knowing me, I'm gonna use it every day for the next 6 months because... Kawaii!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Y'all, I was so tired I fell asleep with my mask on. Got a line going across here. But regardless, we are back, and I have the highlight on from yesterday, and you can't see it because it's cloudy, but it's fantabulous. Watch. Okay. So we are back again for like the 20th time, and as you may notice, there's a lot of stuff not here. Yeah, we're moving. For real this time, and I'm scared. But I'm also like, get me out of this apartment. It's like, unsafe. But we are here, queer, and ready to get into this Bright Matte palette. I don't know what color look I'm doing today, but I'm gonna try and use all the colors in the next 34 minutes before I go to work. Just put a little bit of brown concealer under my brows because since we're using rainbow colors, I want to go in with a white primer or concealer or whatever because I've got like 80,000 of them. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go into this one because I haven't used this in forever and I want to use it before it expires, of course. But let's get into the swatching. And we've got a freshly waxed arm to get into this because, you know, summer's coming. I gotta get hairless for Hot Girl Summer. Let's go into Coconut Crush. It picks up really nice and easy, shocking for a white. And wait a minute. Excuse me. A white that actually shows up? Going into Pinky Promise. Wait a minute. Oh my god. It's actually showing. Look how soft this is. You can literally see like how soft it is just from the texture of it being picked up. And then this is Make Them Wink. What the? Oh my god! Look at the pigmentation. Look at it, and it's so soft. Let's go into Hello Sunshine. I have a feeling this is not gonna be as pigmented. Bitch. No primer whatsoever. It actually is a little bit harder than the pink one. Let's go into the orange, which is Heat Wave. That one not as pigmented, but that's okay. The red, which is also super, super soft. That's in Carpe Diem. Literally what? I'm genuinely shocked. Then Jaded, which is so soft. Like, I barely touched it. Like, it's so soft that touching it, the texture made me uncomfortable. And she said long pass. Okay, and then we're gonna go into Pacific Dreams. Put that right next to it. Again, who, what, when. It also kind of has like a purpley undertone. Okay, let's wipe this finger off. I love how I put on my lotion and everything and I'm doing this on my arm because, you know, I'm smart. And then Purple Rain, which is again so soft and it's so hard to get a nice purple. It is kind of It's really sheer, but it's got a really nice color. So I don't know if you can tell, but these swatches, they're so pigmented. And actually, I think I'm going to do today with a white primer and then maybe come back a little later and do it with like a regular brown eye primer and see how it shows up, kind of like how I did those Lilac You a Lot, where the fuck did that come from? The Possession, the Honey palette, you know, because it's a real test of the pigment if I'm able to use a regular concealer, regular primer that works for my skin tone with a colorful eyeshadow. And Miss Too Much Mouth, like, she would say the same thing. She shouldn't have to use a white primer. I personally think if I really want the color, I'll have to use a white primer, but it should be able to pass the test either way. And this spinny chair is so distracting. It really is. Okay, so I washed my arm and I'm a little scared because it's still here. Alrighty, so I'm just going in with a white primer and then going in with that Heat Wave shade as well as with that yellow and orange. And I'm starting off with the red because I'm doing a rainbow. Already, you can see I am satisfied with that pigment. It blends out really easily, but it is also super strong. So if you're using this on a regular basis, maybe use a transition shade, but I'm wild. I don't do that. So I packed on a little bit of that orange next to it and then blended them together. And then I'm going in with the yellow. I like to use a little bit of an excess of the yellow because I want to blend it in with the orange to, you know, create a better shade while also having like a cohesive space in between the orange and the green. And that jade shade picked up so much. There's a lot of kickback because of how lightly that pigment is pressed, but the color payoff is there and present. I also kept sniffing this palette because for some reason the scent was bothering me. But I was having a little bit of issue blending the green and the yellow together, so I just kept packing it on, and now in the future after using that palette, I just mix the blue and the green, yellow and green together before adding them. And that blue is strong. It is a deep, deep cyan, cerulean, I don't even know. It is a blue lake pigment. It's amazing. And the purple, too much for me. Also, the kickback on the pink is insane. Whoa. Well, considering how bright these colors are, I can't decide if I want to go in with a shimmer or just use the white that's in the palette because I did say I wanted to use all the shades. I don't know because these two are just so gentle and I'm just like, I don't want to use them in this because it's just so bold. And I was also considering what if I went in with Graceful Glow from this palette or something, just anything like shimmery, because if I don't wear a shimmer my eyes look very, very small, as you can see right now. Very small, much small, pequeño. Cut this. But I think I'm gonna do one eye, figure out how that's looking, and then get on it. Okay, so I just went in with a mixture of a Graceful Glow and Precious. I put Precious more towards the front and then Graceful Glow right here. I tried going back over it and blending it, but it's just weird. Does it look muddy? And then I tried adding white on top of it because I'm smart. And that kind of made it a situation. But you know what? I'm gonna put on eyeliner. Who's gonna notice? Who's gonna notice? No one. Just me. Okay, so I did end up going with the highlight palette. So I'm just taking these shimmer out of this brush by popping it. And I'm going in with those two shades I was talking about. And for some reason, my eye was just too irritated to deal with it. But I am patting those on and then kind of swiping to try and blend them together. You know, good old pat, pat, swipe, swipe. This is kind of how that ish is looking. You know, my camera won't focus, but I'm shining. Okay, so I just very lightly blended on that green and that blue again to try and, I don't know, fix the coloration. Something akin to that. Ooh, I turned down the brightness way too low. Okay, there we go. And sorry if you can hear the train going by. That's just kind of part of life. But I'm loving how winged out this is and how opaque it still is without there being primer here. Living for it. There's also still something in my eye. And every time I blink, I can feel it. And I'm not trying to take this makeup look off because I just finished. Hug. Okay, so I packed on like 8 layers of concealer, and there's still something in my eye, but it only rotates into my eye when I'm filming for some reason, because I just sat here for a good 10 minutes without it bugging me. Ugh, okay, but I think I'm gonna go in with that baby pink. We're gonna see what it's looking like without a white primer. Taking on an M45 for and I'm just taking on an M445, and we're just gonna see what it's looking like. Well, I technically used all the shades, so that counts. But no, I'm just gonna just real quick, actually add under eye colors. I mean, if I'm being brutally honest, I hate anything on my lower lash line. It's uncomfortable to put it on, and on my face shape, it does not look good. It doesn't. It makes my eyes look very dark, and part of my face being a little swollen. The cat just won't leave me alone. She really won't. Okay, so we're gonna go back into highlight, and I don't know if I want to use like something from the Delicate, if I want to use like Beam again, or if I'm gonna use the Brilliance palette. Actually, you know what? Let's see, because this is kind of glittery. You know what? I'm gonna go in with Beam, and if I don't like it, I'll just go in with the Brilliance palette. So we're just gonna do that on a fan brush, because I think with this one, it works best with a fan brush. I'm just gonna, yep, Rudy. Absolutely. Let me pull this mirror up. I just can't. Oh my goodness. I love the shade. I love it. Look at that glow. Now we're going to get into the other side. Even better than before. I don't know why, but every time I put on highlight on this side, I get it under here. I don't know if it's because my face is shaped differently on each side or what, or if I just don't know how to put highlight on my left side, but ooh, that color. And you know what? I'm going to go into the Living My Best Life palette. I'm going to go into that Precious highlight, and I'm going to like, yeah, oh yeah. And we're going to just make it look like it's jutting out of my face, and we are done. No, we're not. I lied. So in the process of me putting on my eyeliner, I noticed that this is getting really chunky. It looks dry and wet and oily and chunky at the same time. So it probably works great on the cheeks. Not so much on the eyes. I don't know. Because if from afar, yes, looks perfect. But when you get up close, like when I was putting on my eyeliner, I'm like, what the fuck is this? It looks like when you try making a cream eyeshadow yourself using lotion. Come on. You remember 2014. You were there. You remember. We tried things. Most of them late at night in the bathroom after having a depressive breakdown. But we tried things. Okay, so I just kind of threw on my favorite lashes. And I think we're in business. I think a lot has just happened. I am loving how bold these shades are. Also, don't they just match this outfit perfectly? It's from Zaful, and I mean, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but it does not fit right. Literally. What? And the top, I can't. But the print, I tell you, it is so cute. I wore this for one of my art shows, and I also have the white version, which I also wore for another art show because I am a statement and my work is the statement. But yeah, so that's the final look using the palette. Might flash back in a couple of hours. We're gonna look at something else, see how it happened, and this shimmer has a lot going on. I'm really shocked this only took 40 minutes with me filming, getting distracted, watching Jurassic Park for the 800th time, and the dog. Like, she is so confused. She doesn't know what she's doing. She just is laying in the middle of the floor. She doesn't know where to go because there's nowhere to go. And like her bed's in the other room and she's like, I don't want to lay on it. no. Even when I told her just lay on the bed, it's more comfortable. She's like, nope, floor it is. I'm gonna make myself more uncomfortable because I'm uncomfortable. And then, actually, the last item I got was this calming serum, the Skin Hit, which I didn't know they had skincare products on Beauty Bay, but it has Sika, but it has an asterisk by it, and mushroom root. So the Cantella acetica, I don't know anything about it. I've looked it up a couple of times and I got really differing information. All I know is that it's like a healing kind of thing, and this is like the soothing serum, so that kind of makes sense. But it's one of the active compounds of Sika, which helps to comfort, soothe, and calm the skin, easing redness and irritation. I don't have a redness issue, but I definitely have an irritation issue, especially right here, and then right here. Ooh, and right here. These aren't actually glued on, they're just tapped on because I got a bike to work. But I got the super size, so that is 50 milliliters of product. That's pretty big, but it also looks the same size as a 30 ml, so. And it actually absorbs really nicely. I haven't used it on my face yet. I tried it on my neck a little bit just for a patch test because your girl got allergens. She can't be playing games. But the ingredients are water, propylene diol, sodium citrate, phenoxymal, xanthan gum, citric acid, that mushroom extract, and then another mushroom extract. I think there are 2 different species of it. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know much about mushroom ingredients. I really don't. Cordyceps sinus, which is another mushroom that I know. Matasoside. I don't know. And then some lactic ferment, which is probably just some form of lactic acid. So. See, did you see that proof that I have a long face? Did you see that? I have a long ass face. Sorry, I really do gotta show the fit though, because isn't it just so cute? It's a little short for my taste, but you get the tits out, you get the legs out, and you get the guns out. Even though I don't really have the guns out normally. It's so cute though. I feel so cute, just beyond cute. Ignore my slippers. All right, and we are back again. All right, and we are back again. I've got on the Becca Skin Love Blurring Foundation. I just got it. It's in the shade Walnut. I personally think it's a little too dark, but the husband likes it, so let's go. And we're gonna try out the Super Dewy and actually do a look that can work with it. I'm sorry this looks so flashbacky. It's really not that flashbacky in real life, but then again, how can you have flashback in real life? So I'm actually going to do a little squiggle dot like the girls do, or a little big dot. I think that's a lot. I don't know. Let's get a mirror. And I'm just taking my favorite blush brush because my cream blush brush I just washed and I don't feel like washing it again. This foundation's totally too dark. Like, I never thought in my life I'd say that foundation's too dark. 2021, we have come far, and it's from Becca too. But it doesn't really set, so I'm not too worried. But I'm just gonna gently pat this out, and it's actually blending really, really nice with this foundation. But this is also a very dewy foundation that I hear a lot of people say doesn't set, so I think this is the perfect combination. And look at that. I don't know if I'm just like biased because it's pink and I love pink. But I think today would also be a great time to do that little regular concealer based colorful look to see if these colors actually stand the test. Because I want to take this look off. I did it at 7 a.m. in a rush using a really weird technique that I came up with at like 2 a.m. I don't know if I came up with it, where I basically use like 3 different shades of concealer and I blend them all together to create like a faux shadow. And then I put setting powder over it. But this time, instead of setting powder, I've used eyeshadow, and it's creasing like a Momo. But I'm really liking this blush combined with this foundation. I probably won't like it with my regular foundation, but who knows? I'll put a little under the nose. And lately I've been really liking putting blush on my chin. I just feel like it makes it really cohesive. In fact, I might get an extra dot of blush and put it on my chin. I really like putting like a slightly darker blush on my chin, because I don't know. I feel like it just does something to my face. I feel like it brings it more together. I saw this one Instagrammer, I think it was Tropical Punch. It might be Tropical Punch or it might be the Basic Bee, but one of them did it. And at first when I saw it, I'm like, blush on your chin? But now I'm like, it brings it all together. Might even put some up here. Act like I'm sun-kissed. Yeah, I'm actually really liking how this blush is working with this foundation. And I just tried this foundation out for the first time. I did not do a patch test because I was too excited and also too tired. But you can definitely tell on camera the differences. I mean, it's in the streets. I mean, unless I wear a turtleneck, I probably won't use this exact shade again. I don't know, because in person, it does not look that big a difference. But the camera shows you all, and then some. But for a little secret to show you how nice and opaque the white is from this palette, this white here is from that shade. Say it to me again, because it actually looks white and not cream, not blue, white. And then for a real perfect trial as to how good a color is, I'm going to go in with the Poreless Putty Primer, which is clear on your skin. I also quickly took that eyeshadow look off. I actually really liked it, but I also didn't like it because it was not made with heart. And I'm one of those people where if I did not put my heart and my soul and my testicles into it, I don't like it. Like if I make a painting and it sells really well, but I didn't put my heart into it, guarantee you that's not going to be a reprint. Guarantee. And then I'm just going to pat this on with my finger because that's the best way to put it on. I just got this really fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to go in with Pinky Promise, which is that nice baby pink, and it picks up so well. And I'm just going to... She said color. That's unexpected. Maybe I'm having high expectations or like low expectations because it was a really cheap palette. But then again, aren't most colorful palettes, because apparently rich women only want a brown shimmer and a blue shimmer. Oh, rich individuals. My mistake. But yeah, that pink is actually showing up. I'm shocked. And then we're also going to make them wink. Beach. Say less. I love it. Oh my god. The fact that it actually shows up is what's geeking me right now. Geeking, is that the right word? I hear people use it, but I can't really tell. I love it. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. Okay, so in conclusion, I am going to buy both of the Bright 42 palettes. Both of them, because God knows, second I like something, it's going to go out of stock. The second. And I'm just going to go in with that purple too. The purple, not doing as much. Purple always needs a little bit of help. Purple's a hard shade. Yeah, it's gonna need a little help. Let's try on this side. Also, sorry if my voice sounds weird. I've been at work for like the past 9 hours. I don't think the purple's doing it. I'm definitely seeing something in real life, but I don't know what that is. Just keep blending, just keep blending, just keep blending, blending, blending. What do you do? I mean, other than the purple, that was not a miss at all. I'm actually really happy. Let me put on a shimmer and I'll come back and do an outro. This video is weird. I'm sorry. Shrinkage is real, folks. And that's the shortest strand of hair. I look drunk. Okay, so I just threw on some really, really big lashes, because what better way to hide eyeshadow than with big lashes? This lash does not want to cooperate. Cut this out. Fuck me, bro. I'm not gonna actually cut it out because I'm gonna forget. Okay, I have the lashes straight, and what better way to hide an eyeshadow like you're not satisfied with than with big lashes and big liner. The liner's pretty big, but you can't tell how big it is because I got big lashes on. Don't my eyes look weird? Don't they? They look a little weird. I feel like they look weird, but I also feel like a bad bitch, but I also feel like I got too much eyeliner on because I got 3 spikes down here and 2 huge spikes up here. But I kind of tried going in with the delicate highlighter from that. But I tried to go in with that delicate highlighting palette with the shade Graceful Glow to try and give a little bit of shimmer and life to this. I don't know if you can see it in there. Oh, you can kind of see it. And I put a little bit of Fenty Diamond Balm in the inner corner because I have to. It is so pretty. And I put a little bit on my cheeks and up here, and that looks beautiful. But this is the final look. I'm actually really, really happy with these products, and I think another part of it is I'm really happy with the eyeshadow. The highlight, I'm not as happy as I thought it'd be, but I'm also really in love with it. I thought it'd be a much more finely milled highlight, but this one is definitely very chunky, and the singles are also pretty chunky other than the shade like Glaze. So I actually am surprised, but in a good way. I do personally like a chunky highlight. I just wanted to get into a finely milled highlight because I want to be an Insta baddie again. But I'm actually really, really, really happy with all the products I got. Even this Super Duty blush, it works great with foundation. It did not work so well on like my regular skin. I guess because, I don't know. Same reason contour works better with foundation. But yeah, that's the final project. That's the final video. I'm actually really excited with this look. It did not take me long at all. These lashes are huge, but I think it's giving a pretty effect. I don't know. Do I look like Betty Boop? Will you hand over your wallet? Are they that fluffy that you will give this to me? Please. Oh well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, oh well. Bye!